Hi everyone, welcome to Karen from tilleycrafts.stampin'up.net. Today I am going to attempt to make, if I can find it, a shaker card. I've used some new things and small things. So first of all, there is this countryside in the suite, and in the suite you get papers, you get these dies, you get a stamp set and an embossing folder. Just grab the stamp set. Not using the stamp set today, but countryside corners, these coordinate with the stamp set, but you can use them on their own, and they're called countryside corner dies. So I'm loving the way Stampin' Up calling the things the same thing, then you can find it. Then there's also an embossing folder, and that is called, since I don't know the names yet, Countryside Blossoms. Very nice. I've actually embossed a piece because we might use that, so I've done that already. So that is beautiful. And let's just move those to the side. And the papers that go with it are these, and they're called Countryside In Designer Series paper. And the blues in this are Balmy Blue, Boho Blue, Misty Moonlight and Night of Navy. I'll show you one each of these. 1, 2, 3. Let's get them out. So we have foxes and flowers. And then on the back it's this plain blue, but it's got little tiny flowers in it. Then we have doves. And on the back it's stripes. This is my favourite, this one, I love that one. And on the back we have a little floret design. And then we have rabbits. And then there's a paler blue with stripes on and little tiny flowers. Then we have leaves, like this, well, leaves, it's trees and flowers. And then again, these are a row of little flowers, and this one I've saved till last. Is absolutely gorgeous, and that's the back of it. But this actually goes in the embossing folder, so it lines up perfectly with the big flower. Actually, I've got it wrong way around. Have I got it wrong way around? Let me see. The two little flowers. Ah, that's it. So that actually lines up there with that design, so you can actually emboss the paper, which I think is pretty cool. So let's just move these out of the way. Right, I've got most of the bits cut out, but we will have to cut some bits out. Also, what I brought in for this is a new ribbon, or it's carried over ribbon, bordered ribbon in Night and Navy. That's lovely. I'm also using the Petal Park bundle, so the punch and the flowers. I'm just using these flowers out of here today, and the one that goes with this is something fancy, and I'm using the Happy Birthday out of there. So that's all the bits and bobbies we're using. So let's make a start and see if I can not mess this up. Oh, shaker, for inside the shaker, I found these in my drawer, and it says snowflake sequins, but they're not snowflake sequins. I think they were the seashell sequins, but I've obviously put them in that tub. I know these are retired, but I thought they just went so nice with the card. I think we have got some lovely new shaker style sequins coming that will fit in here, lovely, but obviously I haven't got them, so I'm using these up. Waste not, want not. And to get my window sheet, all I've done is use a piece of acetate, and these actually come in stamp sets. So if you have a photopolymer stamp set, which I haven't got, yes I have here. So in the photopolymer stamp sets, they come on a piece of acetate and then a thin piece of acetate over the top. This one's thick enough to use as window sheets, so that's what I'm going to be using today. So let's get our bits cut out and then we can crack on. So it's put up on dimensionals or foam pad on this case. So first of all, we need a piece of basic white, which is an A4 sheet cut in half and scored in half. Then we have a piece of thin basic white, and that is exactly the same size as the card front. So basically a piece of this cut into four will give you a top for this, and this actually measures 10.5 centimeters by 14.8, I think it is 14.8. So we're going to use that. Then I have another piece of DSP which is 10 by 14.2, and that's just going to layer up on there. Now, so that I could line it up proper, oops, I need the dies, and I used, I think it's just check, yeah, I used that one, and then is it that one? Yes, so I've used those two dies, and I also want a sentiment strip out of that one. And all I did to get it straight was I cut those two together with that, lined it up, and then ran it through, which I am going to do. I can't do it on here because my camera's too low and I've got too much on my desk and I'll only make a mess, so just bear with me 1 minute. And plus we've got cats and dogs all over the place. Doesn't help, does it, Pussycat? Oh. Sorry about this, just have to line it up. Then the cat comes along and knocks it. And my hands are shaking. Right, I think I've got it level now. Just go through once and it does cut out. So, which I think I've done it wrong. See? Don't trust me to do anything. The big one was just for the blue one. The little one was for the white card, but as by magic, I have another piece here, but it's not quite big enough, so we'll have to cut the piece, unless I've got one on here. I did cut two out. Yes, got two. Right, so what I should have done, was put that on there, cut the little one out, and then line it up with this one just on the blue one to get the border. So I'm just going to line that up on there, pop this back in so that I can get it in the middle. Right, I think we've done it right this time. Can use that for just something different anyway. Oh look, that'll fit in there nicely. That'll make a different card. Right, so we've got that layer to go on there, like so. That's not level. Right, I'm going to stick that down. Not quite level, but you get the idea. Oh, we could do it that way. What do you reckon? Shall we do it this way? Let's have a look, see how that fits on. No, it's definitely that way. Yeah, let's do it this way. I'm liking that side. I like the other side as well, but oh, now I've got picked up the wrong glue. Right. Well, at least you know I'm real. I make mistakes. And I don't edit things. I just do them. Right. There we go. That's on there nice now. I prefer it that way round. Yes, I wanted the thicker bit at the side just so that when I do the label I can attach it to this side. So that's our first bit done. That was straightforward, not. And then we want the acetate, which I had 2 minutes ago to show you, which is over here. So you just need to cut a piece that just fits behind there, and just bear with me 1 minute. Right, I'm back. So we just need a piece of acetate to fit, just to fit over the window, but just don't go over the edges. And then I secured it with tearing tape. Right, like so. And take this off. And then we shall attach the window sheet. Just like that. As long as it's over and secured, it will be fine. And then on this one I just stuck it straight down to the card, but I don't want to do that because where's my embossing folder, so I thought it might be nice to have this behind it. I was going to do a blue one, but I don't know whether I like the blue one better or the white one better, so I think I shall go with a white and save that for another project. Right, so to make our shaker I have these strips, these foam adhesive strips, and I found these were quite good for going round to keep obviously the sequins in. So I just like so, and so. And they will actually bend, which I think is quite good. Like that. Can cut them up if you want, but bending's good too. And you just don't want any gaps where they can fall out. There, like so. And then just finish it up there and we'll chop it off, and that is all in. Right. And then just to secure the edges we need some dimension on to make it stick and not bend or wobble, so I'm using foam sheets, which are really good for projects like this. Off the end. Quick and easy, and it makes your card stand up. Oops, just cut up more of that. So shove that bit in there, waste not, want not. Might be a bit excessive, but you know it's not going to fall to pieces. And it is a bit more of a special card than And for the other side. It's actually quite quick and easy to put together this. It's just when you're decorating it up, it can take you longer. The tricky bit is when you get the sequins in. So let's put our sequins in. Oh, I just need to make sure which way up it is. I wanted the thick bit on this. So this is the top. And get in these. You don't want many in, just a few. Whoops. That should be enough. Put a few more in. Go mad. And then you have to go around and just take all these off. And then the trick is getting the back on this without spilling all the sequins. And that's the bonus of doing it all in one, is you can pull off one strip and not find loads. There we go. Oops. I'm stuck to it. Right, so that's our top. So I'm just going to line it up like that and stick it down. And there we go. There's our shaker. Attach this to the card base. Oops. I use quite a bit of glue just to make sure it sticks proper. The other one I just put the card base straight down, but on this one, like I say, we put a layer on top. Oops, put the card the right way around would help. And this is going to line up like so. And that's the majority of the card done, so we just need a label. We need a label and some flowers now. So move these all out of the way. And the colours I'm using on the flowers are Flirty Flamingo, Misty Moonlight and Balmy Blue. So I want that one, and we also want the Happy Birthday out of here. Let's grab a block for this one. I'm just going to put Happy Birthday there. That's that one done. And then I'm going to use the outline of the flowers, which we're going to do in Misty Moonlight. Why is that not sticking? That's better. And we have to, if we do these on the edge, and then it's easy to punch them out. So I've got one set there, and one set there. And as you can see, when you put them in the punch, they'll cut them out perfect. Shut this up before I put the fingers in it. And this is for the infill. Good to blend in these without doing the infill, but it's a bit different. So you just line it up. You can see right through it, so you should get a good impression. Let's clean this off. Shut that one up. Bring in the Flirty Flamingo. And same again. Let's look over the top and line it up. There we go. Love Flirty Flamingo. It's a right nice bold colour. Right. Shut that one up out the way. And punch these out. Oops. That's that. The blue ones. And then we just need to punch, die cut the sentiment, which I pulled out the little one. There he is. Just run this through. Alexa, stop. That's Alexa telling me something's done in the oven. Right, and I thought I had Misty Moonlight. Yes, I've got a light Misty Moonlight blend, and what I'm just going to do with this is just go around to create a border. Like so, and that's that bit done. So all we need to do now is to attach these all to our card. So we're just going to put, I was going to put glue on, but then I realised because this is acetate, it's better with the tearing tape. If anybody can see, there it is. So I'll just add a bit of tearing tape onto the end of there. Right, where's my pokey tool gone? There he is. Right. So, let's pop that across there like so. Oh, look what I've just done. Sentiment's a bit off. Right, I'm going to do another one. Just bear with me 1 minute. As she says, not that she can find the die cut. There it is. That's better. Right. That can just go over the top of that. Double layer. Let's go back around with this again. Try not to get any more blue on it. There we go, soon fixed. And this can just I must have picked some up on my hands with the glue, I think. Just line that up and nobody but you and me will know. With these I'm just taking the end of either a pen, a scoring tool, anything you've got that's got a rounded end, your glue will do that, and you can just roll them up and give them a bit of definition like so. And the last one. Right, and then I just need some glue dots, and then once I've done the bow we'll be finished. I quite like glue dots for these. Put the others up. Up there. To finish those off, I brought in my basic rhinestones, which I think they just fit in there perfectly. And it gives it the bit of bling. And there's 3 different sizes of these, so they fit in all 3 flowers. And that one. And to finish it off, we're just going to pop a little bow on with this ribbon. So I'm just going to cut that bit off. I think the puppy got the ribbon. Rachel,
Yeah.
please would you just grab my dinner out of the oven?
Like you say, when they all went off.
Yeah, no, it'll be alright. I do.
Oh, it's a bit burnt.
It's alright, it'll be fine. This is why I have Alexa, because I always burn things. There we go. That's the bow. Loving that bow. Where did I put the blue dots? There they are. And just pop that on there. And that is our second shaper card. So I'll just go over what I used. Quite like that, and I like it with the background. I did that one first, and then I thought it just needed something extra, and that embossing folder really brings that little bit extra to it. So we've used Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, and Flirty Flamingo. That's the 3 colours we've used. Then we've used the Something Fancy for the Happy Birthday, the 2 sets of flowers, and the Petal Park Punch. And then we've used the Countryside in Sweet. So we've used the dies, the embossing folder. We didn't use the stamp set, but we did use the papers, which I showed you all before. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon.